Shari and Martell Holt had unfolded before our eyes. A real-life drama played out on television screens and Instagram feeds. It was a story of love, betrayal, ambition, and ultimately a mother's unwavering fight for her children. And now, finally, the verdict was in. The custody battle, a grueling and emotionally charged chapter, had reached its conclusion. The news hit like a thunderclap. Shari had been granted full physical custody of her 4 children. Mariah Martell Jr., Tank, and Milani, their faces, once so familiar from Love and Marriage Huntsville, had become less visible as the conflict intensified. Now, a collective sigh of relief seemed to sweep across the internet. Prayers had been answered. Hopes realized. It was a victory not just for Melody, but for every woman who has ever fought for her family, for every mother who has faced seemingly insurmountable odds. Let's be clear, this wasn't some overnight miracle. This was the culmination of years of heartache, public humiliation, and relentless legal wrangling. We watched as Melody navigated the wreckage of her marriage, her grace and resilience tested at every turn. Martell's infidelity, his very public relationship with Ariane Curry. The mother of his child, Knox, had been a constant source of pain. To add insult to injury, he then sought full custody of their children, a move that felt like a final devastating blow. But Melody refused to be broken. She tuned her pain into purpose, building a business empire while simultaneously shielding her children from the worst of the drama. She launched 7th Avenue Beauty, a testament to her strength and determination. She poured her energy into real estate, speaking engagements, even music. A woman of boundless talent and ambition. And through it all, she kept fighting. She fought for her children's well-being, their emotional stability, their right to a peaceful and loving home. She faced down insults, smear campaigns, and attempts to control her narrative. Martell, it seemed, wanted to control everything from her finances to her public image. He even tried to prevent the children from appearing on Love and Marriage Huntsville, a move that many saw as a petty attempt to hurt Melody financially and emotionally. He positioned it as protecting them, but many saw it as a calculated move to diminish Melody. Remember that interview he did? The one where he tried to paint himself as the concerned parent, shielding his children from the spotlight. It rang hollow to those who had witnessed his actions. While other cast members like Marcel Scott with his daughter showcased positive family moments, Martell seemed intent on creating chaos. He weaponized the children, using them as pawns in a bitter game. But the court saw through it all. They saw the evidence. They heard the testimony, and they recognized what was truly in the best interests of the children. The guardian ad litem appointed to represent the children's interests played a crucial role in ensuring their voices were heard. The ruling wasn't simply because Martell missed the final hearing. Reportedly, he was in Los Angeles filming for Love and Marriage Huntsville. No, this was based on a careful and thorough evaluation of all the evidence. Martell retains legal custody, meaning he still has a say in important decisions regarding the children's upbringing. But the children will now live with Melody full-time, and Martell's visitation will be structured and court-ordered. A far cry from the chaotic back and forth that had become the norm. This new arrangement promises stability and peace, a chance for the children to thrive in a loving and supportive environment. The internet erupted when Melody posted that picture. Mariah, radiant at peace. It was more than just a photograph. It was a symbol of hope, a testament to a mother's unwavering love. After all the darkness, here was light. Fans who had watched these children grow up on television, who had prayed for their well-being, finally had a reason to celebrate. It was a moment of collective joy, a virtual outpouring of love and support. Surprise, surprise, the piece was short-lived. As if on cue, Martell responded. A video of Sugar Mama hugging little Knox, a sweet and tender moment, undeniably. But the timing, the strategic tagging of Knox's page, but not the kid's joint account, riot of manipulation. It felt like a calculated move. A veiled attempt to steal Melody's thunder, to remind everyone that he was still in the picture, still playing the game. And let's be honest, Sugar Mama is a sweetheart. That little girl exudes warmth and genuine affection. But Martell's intentions were transparent. He craves attention, validation, and control. He wanted to muddy the waters to make it about him, even when it clearly wasn't. But this time, it didn't work. The focus remained on Melody, on her victory, on the children's newfound peace. The narrative had shifted, and Martell's attempts to regain control fell flat. The world saw through his charade, recognizing it for what it was, a desperate attempt to salvage his ego. It's important to remember that Knox is still their brother. Regardless of the messy adult relationships, the children share a bond. They deserve to know each other, to love each other, to have a relationship free from the toxicity of their parents' drama. While celebrating Melody's victory, it's crucial to acknowledge the innocence of all the children involved, including Knox. Melody, meanwhile, continues to thrive. She's a businesswoman, a mother, a force to be reckoned with. Her 40% off sale using the code VICTORY is not just a marketing ploy. It's a declaration. She has conquered, she has overcome, and she is now reaping the rewards. From 7th Avenue Beauty to her real estate ventures, Melody is building an empire. She's a speaker, a musician, a brand ambassador. She's showing the world that a woman can rise from the ashes stronger and more resilient than ever before. She didn't let the betrayal, the disrespect, the public humiliation break her. She used it as fuel, transforming pain into power. Her story resonates with so many women who have faced similar challenges. Women who have fought for their children, who have rebuilt their lives after betrayal, who have refused to be silenced. Melody's victory is their victory. A reminder that healing is possible, that justice prevails, and that brighter days are always ahead. This isn't just about a custody battle. It's about resilience, about faith, about the unwavering power of a mother's love. It's a story that will continue to inspire and uplift for years to come. Melody Shari, a name synonymous with strength and perseverance. Her journey, a stark reminder that even in the darkest of times, light can prevail. Look at her now, standing tall, a beacon of hope for mothers everywhere. She didn't just survive, she thrived. But let's not forget the road she traveled, the obstacles she overcame. The sting of betrayal, the weight of public scrutiny, the relentless attacks on her character. These were not minor setbacks. They were calculated attempts to break her spirit, to diminish her worth. Yet, she refused to yield. Her unwavering commitment to her children, her fierce protection of their well-being, that's what fueled her fight. It wasn't about ego. It wasn't about revenge. It was about love, pure and simple. A mother's love, a force more powerful than any weapon. And the children, Mariah, Martell Jr., Tank, and Milani, they deserve all the peace and joy that is now coming their way. They have been through too much, witnessed too much. May their lives now be filled with laughter, security, and the unwavering knowledge that they are loved beyond measure. Martell's actions, his constant need for attention, his inability to take responsibility, they speak volumes. He had a chance to be a hero in his children's lives, to show them what a real man looks like. Instead, he chose pettiness, control, and self-destruction. His attempts to manipulate the narrative to play the victim, they are tiresome. The world has seen through his charade. It's time for him to step back, to heal, and to finally put his children's needs above his own ego. The legal system, often criticized for its shortcomings, actually worked in this case. The judge, the guardian ad litem, they saw the truth. They recognized the pattern of behavior and they made the right decision. It's a testament to the power of evidence, to the importance of protecting the vulnerable. This victory is not just for Melody and her children. It's for every single mother who is fighting a similar battle. For the women who are struggling to make ends meet, who are dealing with toxic exes, who are facing seemingly insurmountable odds, you are not alone. Your strength is recognized, your efforts are appreciated, and your victory is coming. Melody's story is a reminder that healing is possible, that forgiveness is powerful, and that brighter days are always ahead. She is an inspiration to us all, a symbol of hope in a world that often feels dark and chaotic. So, let us celebrate her victory. Let us support her journey, and let us continue to pray for her and her children. May their lives be filled with love, peace, and happiness. And may Martell finally find the healing and accountability he so desperately needs. The saga may not be completely over, but a significant chapter has closed. The children now have stability.